After all the expenses for the month have been added to the expense report, the report can be reviewed and submitted. Now let's take a look at the expense report status and follow it through the workflow. The time it takes from submitting the report to the final approval depends on each person in the approval workflow. For this example, we'll assume the designated approvers are reviewing and approving as soon as they get a notification email that they have something to approve. Select Submit. Here is the report we just submitted. The status shows pending external validation, which remember is a real-time budget check. This takes just a few seconds. Refresh the screen by selecting Expense at the top in the black bar. You'll notice that the expense report is now pending approval from our test user, first name approver, last name approver. All approvers are prompted with an email alert that they have an expense report to approve. Refresh the screen by selecting Expense at the top in the black bar. Now we can see that the expense report status is pending cost object approval. This means the first approver has approved, and now it is waiting on budgetary approval. Since there could be several cost object approvers, the name won't be listed here. To see who this report is waiting on, you can click into the report by clicking anywhere on it, navigate to Details, select Approval Flow, navigate to the org dep number, select this caret to see that it is waiting on the cost object approver. This is our test user. You can also see that the first level approver approved on the 15th. Now let's see what it looks like after the cost object approver has approved. Select Expense at the top to refresh. See that the expense report has been approved and is now in accounting review. At this stage, the travel office will do an audit and review. Refresh the screen by selecting Expense at the top in the black bar. After the travel office completes their audit and review, the expense report is in the status Processing Payment. After payment is made, the report will no longer be visible here. To view the report, select Report Library. In the Report Library, you can select the expense report to review. You can view the audit trail, select Details, select Audit Trail. You can see from the moment you submitted it, the date and time, to when approvers approved it, that date and time. You'll also receive notification emails when your expense report status has changed. Here's an example of the notification email you will receive after the travel office has completed their review. See that the processor has changed the status to approved. The payment status is set to not paid because payment is being processed. Once payment has processed, you will receive another notification email that your reimbursement has been paid.